Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's class. Welcome to day 3 of the copywriting challenge with Boss Uzi. I'm so pleased to have everyone here again. Please, if you can hear me, type in the comment section. Just type I can hear you. Welcome to the copywriting challenge day 3. And today we are going to be talking about AI copywriting. We're going to be treating AI copywriting today. So, welcome everyone. Grab your seat. It's going to be fire today. Now, let me just send a reminder to my people so that everyone can just come live. This training is going to last for a little bit or very, very short. And this is just going to be a full practical session. So if you're ready, I am ready. So I'm going to be sending the training to the people that are not here. Welcome, welcome everyone. If you can hear me, type in the comment section. I can hear you. This is Boss Uzi chatting from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm so pleased to have you here. The reason why I'm pleased to have you here is because I know that you're going to get value and not just normal value, the kind of value that you're going to use toward profits on the internet space. So that is why I'm celebrating you. Welcome once again. Welcome, welcome. Please, if you're here, you can hear me, just type I can hear you in the comment section. Welcome, everybody. Today, we are going to be going into AI copywriting. I'm sure many of you have been hearing about AI copywriting so far. Been hearing about AI, and you're wondering, how can I use this AI to write copies? How can I also induce this AI in my copies and also land jobs, make money with it? That is exactly why today's class was created. It's a live class. The reason why it's live is because I want us to have this practical session. I want us to do it together so that in your own spare time, you can do it by yourself. So let's go. All right. Give me a minute. Let me just, remind people that are supposed to be here. My email autoresponder is not active, so I just have to send messages. Welcome. Thank you so much, Hannah. Hannah, thank you. Welcome, Hannah. Hannah, are you my okay? Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Tina. Welcome, everyone. Okay, I think this is okay. Let's just get it. Let's just start. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome again to day 3 of the copywriting challenge. And this was the challenge that started on the April 13th. I'm so excited to have you here again. Now, this copywriting that we are doing right now, this copywriting that we are doing every day, this is the thing that changed my life. I don't believe I have a rich uncle. I don't believe I have a rich auntie. If I have, I've not really seen them. I probably don't have a rich parent, grew up with a silver spoon, but probably lost the spoon along the way. And thank God I was tough enough to live by myself. And because of how I trained myself, I have gotten to this level. Many of you will be asking, Boss Uzi, what level have you gotten to? Let us gauge your wealth. Let us gauge the level you are. If you want to gauge my wealth or gauge anything, gauge it by the impact you're going to be getting. It takes diligence to actually get the wisdom I can share to you. It takes courage to even open a YouTube session and say you want to teach people. So a foolish person cannot do that. Do you understand? So if you want to gauge my wealth or anything, how much have you made? Gauge it by what I am giving, the values I am giving. You understand? But let me tell you the truth. Copywriting has opened doors for me. And I think the mandate for all these things I am doing, the mandate is how copywriting changed my life. I am arrogantly looking for somebody that I can teach the same thing so that person can replicate my process and get to the level I am and over and exceed it. I see myself as, Sunday Olisa, Rashidi Yekini. I see myself as, the Murillo or the Guardiola of some of you here, because I believe that if I coach some of you that have the potential, the sky is going to be your starting point. And that is why I come up here every day diligently trying to find out who that person will be. I know I have trained, a lot of people have done thousands. I've trained people that do thousands. I train people that do a lot, but I'm still looking for more people. I'm still looking for that people that can take the bulls by the horn and say, you see, this life, I am going to cut it into pieces. And there was a story that I was telling you the other day. I told you that, in this country, everybody is shouting, life is hard, life is hard, Tinubu economy and all that. And I told you a story one time, and there was a man who went to a village. When he went to that village, you know, he went to one person and told the person, I came to this village and I want to start life here. I heard that things are bad here. When you plant, the crops die, and people don't, succeed in this village. And the response from the person he was talking to was like, you're right. And he went, okay, that is fine. Then he went again. He went to another person as he was walking. He went to another person and told the person, sir, I want to start life here. I heard that people in this place don't succeed. Life is hard for them. I mean, he went to another person and he told that person that I want to start life in this place. I heard that people in this area, they used to succeed and the plants grow and XYZ, all the old good things. And that other person said, you're right. So it depends on what you want to hear. If you want to hear the positive side, fine, you will hear it. If you want to hear the negative side, you will hear it. If you position yourself for positivity, this positivity is going to come to you. If you position yourself for the vicissitude of life, the hardship, it will come to you. This is just mental programming. This life, this country, not everybody is feeling it. Not everybody is not everybody is tired. Not everybody cannot afford yam. Not everybody cannot afford data. Some people are still on flex. And the principle of being on flex is nothing more than just learning a skill and monetizing that skill. Nothing more. Be a productive person, whatever you do. And there's a trap of skills. A lot of people learn skills and they even implement it, but they don't understand the way that you can make money. Money is not made just by learning. Sometimes it is not even made by offering the skill to the wrong people. But if you offer that skill to the right people, understanding the markets, you're going to change your life. You're going to make money. This is a joint session, and one of the secret of life is grow your asset column. Have products. Products are the only thing that can give you money. Your skill is not a product. Your skill is a what? Is a raw material. Your skill is crude oil. You know, your skill is crude oil. You've already done the work by drilling the ground. Now you have crude. You need to refine it and productize it. In the Bible, they said people are selling raw meat. You don't sell raw meat. If you sell raw meat, people will buy the raw meat, but the people that buy the raw meat will go and refine it and put it inside gala and everything and sell to you for times three, times four, times five the price. The reason why I have been able to grow is because I productize my value. I have books, I have courses, I have mentorship, I have consulting, I podcast, I have a YouTube, I have content creation, I have private clients. Do you understand? I pitch. All these things don't come easy. You wake up in the morning, take your hands, put your hands on the decks and walk. Don't relax. Relaxing. Everybody wants things easy in this time and age. Nothing comes easy. You need to hustle. Don't even see. Let me tell you something. Anybody that is so agitated to show you his or her wealth, that person is not really making money. They said, like I saw, there was a story that came out. They said how many graphics designer make 1 million naira per design, and and some people started coming out to be ranting. Come on, graphics designer do make 1 million. No, they make 1 million. I've done one graphics before, just logo, and I made $3,000, $1,000. A lot of people just lying on the internet. A proof that somebody is really making money is the person is not agitated to show you income. So one of the indices to know how somebody is intending to scam you, that person is just going to be showing you what results of financial results up and down. That is why your job, and the truth is that many people will always fall. That is the game of life. So you need to learn how to diagnose. How did I get here? Welcome to today's class. This is day 3. Please, if you're following, just like this video so that we can start. So let me share my screen right now. I was just already going on a different dimension. Maybe I'll create a series, talk with Boss Uzi, and just continue talking and sharing these deep things of life. It's not just about learning copywriting. Copywriting is secondary. Copywriting is what secondary. Copywriting is the vehicle you use to attain the wealth. Please, if you can hear me, just type just words. If you can hear me, just like this video. Let me know how many people are on this live correctly. So welcome towards the copywriting challenge day 3. Day 3. And so privileged to have everyone here. I think we have about 1,700 people listening to me right now. And we are going to fly with this. And I know that these people that are listening to me, every single one of you, I have no doubt that your life is about to change. Just make sure that you're not playing. This class is going to be as fast as possible. The reason why it's going to be as fast as possible is because I want to eradicate some of the leftover times to you so that you can do assignment. I'm going to be giving you an assignment after this class. I'll mandate you to submit it and all. So let's get straight into it. The first question I would like to ask you is, will AI take your copywriting job? Will AI take your job as a copywriter? Put it in the comment section, yes or no. Will AI take your job as a copywriter? Do you think that AI is capable of taking your job as a copywriter? Let me also get feedback on the audio before I just go and be talking and nothing happens. So, all right. All right, I can see somebody just go and be talking and nothing happens. Okay. Somebody said no. Somebody said no. Okay, Solomon Friday said yes. AI is going to take our job as a copywriter. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Now, beautiful. I think I like people that own it. So Solomon, how will AI take your job as a copywriter? How will AI take your job? Now, let me tell you something. Before even AI, let's take it back. When this life was economically, making money was a system it was an agrarian system people used to make money before they got into the industrial age and all that. So one of the ways that people make money was towards clear their farm, plant, cultivate, harvest, and was continue in that manner. It was just a repeated process. So for them to clear their farm, guess what they do? They have to hand pick the grass, hand pick everything. There was no tools. You understand? There was no tools. So they needed to hand pick it. But guess what? They invented the spade, they invented the word shovel, they invented the hose, they invented the words, axe and every other thing. So what now happened was people started using those things. Those things. There are a lot of people in the field started using those things, and it was now easy. And one of the things that happened was if they were employing 100 people towards clear a field, because of people now had the tools to make work faster, they now reduce it toward 90 or 80. So after that, years after years, something now came out. Technology now came out. Automobile came out. We now learned about a tractor. A tractor can just get into a farmland and clear that farmland in 1 hour. Something that would take 100 men hours to do. Ladies and gentlemen, the axe, the tractor, those are AI. But I want to ask you a question. Does AI actually eradicate the job itself, or it eradicates the people who don't know how to use the tool? Put it in the comment section. It eradicates what? The people who don't know how to use the tool, right? AI don't take jobs. AI is a tool. And if you must contend for your own place in this time and age, you must learn how to use the tool. Let's take it further. These are the people that AI will make jobless. Number one, people who don't use AI. Number two, lazy people. AI will replace you. Copy and paste people. AI will replace you. And people who don't understand what prompting. Now, we've been talking about something from the past 2 days right now, and we've been talking we've been talking about what copywriting, and we started from day one when I told you about copywriting, what copywriting is, and what copywriting is, how you can what profit from it. And I think this was the slide. This was, and I told you that what copywriting is what just the act of what crafting emotionally compelling marketing message that triggers your ideal audience to buy. A lot of you need to understand this thing practically. For you to understand it practically, it only means that now there are a lot of time, there are a lot of there are a lot of there are a lot of what there are a lot of what copies. Like I told you, there is what email copywriting, there's direct response copywriting, there is product copywriting, there is sales letter copywriting. So today we are going to be we are going to be writing one of these what copies. Today I'm going to be picking sales copywriting in out of everything. The reason I'm picking sales copywriting is one of the hardest. And if you know sales copywriting, it's going to be easy for you to what know other ones. So I'm going to be going towards sales copywriting. Now, another thing I would like to ask you, I want to ask you, which AI tool should we use? There are a lot of AI tools now. There's Google Gemini, there's ChatGPT, Cloud AI, there is Microsoft Copilot. Now, there are a lot of AI tools in the market right now, but for the sake of this class, in as much as many of you may suggest, I'm going to make use of what ChatGPT. The reason is ChatGPT is what's clearer for us to what learn with. But there's also other ones like Google is what just gemini.google.com. Now this is Google Gemini. It's telling me Gemini, hi Uzoma, where should we start from? It can create it can create images, it can create music, it can write anything, it can boost your you can do everything. Why ChatGPT on the other hand here is just a what is just a tool. Now let me change it from dark to light. See my screen. All right. All right. You guys are not liking the video. Please, if you can see me, if you can see me, kindly like the video. If you're following, kindly like what the video. Kindly like this class. It's a live class. Just let us just like it. All right. All right. Today we are going to be okay. I'm going to be reading the comment. Let me to know what you're saying. Your network is unstable. I'm sure it's my network. Are you think is what my network? Guys, somebody said my network is unstable. Is it my own or the person's own? I think it gives you a perfect job. Okay. The assignment review. We are going to be reviewing what today. All right, let's go straight into what today's class so that we don't just stress and read comment. After the class in the next 20 minutes, make sure I run this class very fast so that we can just go. Or maybe I can answer some question. So right now, what we are going to be doing right now, we want to land a job. Now, I want to show you something called maybe an Upwork platform or a Fiverr platform. Now, this is Upwork, this is Fiverr. This is where you land, job, foreign jobs. There are other places like Flex Job. There are other places like Flex Job, Fiverr. The ones I use is just Fiverr, Upwork. I don't think I need to be running around and LinkedIn basically. So Fiverr, Upwork, LinkedIn. If you go to all these platforms and you want to land job, you're just going to see a stack of them like this. Let me show you how they are. You're just going to see a stack of them, looking at you, asking you to what apply. These people are high level people that are looking for people to what, do their job for them, and they want to pay them 1 or 2 nairas, dollars. You can see this one. You can also see this one, email marketing strategies plus copywriter, blah 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 blah. They want to pay like $12 to $35 per hour. Very, very good. But today we are not going to be using any of this. We are not going to write copies for any of this work because we've not landed the job yet. So we are going to have a stimulation. We are going to create a stimulation on ChatGPT. We are going to create a stimulation with AI so that AI can give us a Upwork like kind of system. So let me go to ChatGPT and I'm going to prompt it. I am a newbie copywriter and I intend to train my skills, to train my I intend to what to test my skills. Kindly act as an kindly act as an Upwork platform and lists six possible job offers for me to pick one and work on. So prompts, you're telling it to what act like this Upwork platform, and just giving you your different jobs with pricing and everything, so that you can what pick one. So as it's already creating it, it's already creating the what different jobs. So our job is just to glance through everything and just pick one, and we are going to write the copy for them. And I forgot to tell this team that I wanted to use. I just want a sales copy work. But nevertheless, let's look through. So the first job is all right. So the first job is so the first job we are seeing right now is e-commerce products and page copy. Now the client is what Glow Skin Naturals, and they want to pay 20 to what $50 per hour, okay, per project. So the job is we are looking for a copywriter to rewrite our product page for a turmeric face cream. Today we don't want to do rewriting. I think that is a very good one. Rewriting people's contents is a very, very good one. So today we are not doing rewriting. Now, number two, short form ad copy. Clients fit call fitness. The budget is what 15 to what $40. Well, we need five high converting ads copy for our weight loss program. Deliverables, five hooks, simple thing. Email copy, the client is Skill Launch Academy. We don't want email. Landing page copy. I think this is landing page copy, clients, tax flow. We need a simple landing page for our new productivity products. Understand? Headline, problem. Okay, beautiful. Number two, WhatsApp sales broadcast, crypto. Number six, personal brand post. Okay, we don't do this one. Let's choose this one, landing page. This is exactly what I want. So, landing page. So, I'm going to tell ChatGPT, okay, I have picked number 4. Kindly give me the product, the project brief. And this is where the work is going to start. So when we picked number 4, so we need to start the project brief. And this is where you have to open your Google Docs. So remember the app I told you guys will use. It's not an app, it's a web software. So open your Google Docs. Great. So when you open your Google Docs first, this is where you paste all the information that you're going to be getting from ChatGPT, like the raw information. So we have a project brief, and the client is tax flow. The project type is a landing page. That means probably a sales page, and the goal is get users to sign up for a free trial. These are the kind of job you're going to be getting, especially if you're working with tech companies. I've worked with a lot of tech companies, so these are the kind of job. And these tech companies, most of them, they start up with a lot of VC funds, and they have a lot of money to spend just to produce the best. So one thing about tech companies, that money almost is not their problem, except the Nigerian ones that would suck your blood. Or if you're working with foreign companies, Nigerian ones that have gotten some cash from investors, they are very, very easy to work with. And you don't need to so much, you're not even going to stress yourself to, deliver the work, because most of them are IT guys. So you guys will be working together, and not like the one that somebody will fold their hands and not work. In fact, Nigerian clients, God help us in this country as well. Let's not talk too much about that. That is why I prefer foreign clients. But nevertheless, let's go. And let me tell you something. Foreign clients will not just employ you. Foreign clients, you need to be competent. You need to be competent, or you need to use street sense. Foreign clients will not employ you. You need to be competent or you need to use street sense. And there's a philosophy in terms of freelancing. Freelancing is not like people are not doing you a favor. In their country, they can pay for the job, they'll pay you $800. In their country, they can be paying about $1,000, $2,000 for that job. But because they are coming to Africa, a third country, to be giving us what peanuts. And what happened? We take it because yeah, you can use the money to what buy fuel, you can use it to buy beautiful things. Our currency is still very depreciated. So when they send their dollars, it can go a long way. Let us continue. Except now that inflation is what striking everybody's head. Dollar earning is still the best. And if you're abroad and you're not earning in dollars, find a skill that you can earn in dollars. Find a skill that you can earn in dollars and pad it up with what's copywriting. One thing many of you will not know is that people don't pay for products. In fact, I'm going deep. But should I go deep or let us just continue? So let us just continue with our board name. So I'm going to copy all these things about the products. I'm going to copy all these things, pain point. ChatGPT has given us everything. Now they've made this copy very, very easy for us. So we are just going to read it and analyze it. There is nothing. The reason why these things are easy is because I always use ChatGPT a lot. So it understands the way I, prompt it. So on a normal day, if you're prompting it, it will not give you all these things like what you need to write headline. This is the way I write. So the way I write with AI, I always tell it this thing. Introduce the program, benefits, not just this is the way I would write. So it's already accustomed to my way. In my next class, I'll be using a raw ChatGPT, maybe a burner account, something, so that we'll see how in its raw state it can give us. When you're doing it, because I'll give you an assignment, you just do it by yourself. So let us paste this in our Google Docs. I'll paste it here. When I paste it here, all right. So when I paste it, this is what we call the brand brief. We call this the product brief. So this is it about the product name, tax flow, tax flow, blah 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 blah, and blah 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 blah. So this is what we are going to be writing. So let's understand the product. The name of the product is what? Tax flow. Tax flow is a simple productivity tool that help people organize tasks, plan their day, stay focused without distraction. Unlike complicated tools, tax flow is minimalistic, clean, and easy to use. So the target audience for this program is, now let me tell you something. One of the biggest assets you're going to have when you get clients is you need to understand the target audience. Some of them will not give you, the only thing they will just give you is the product's name and the price of their products. Some of them will not help you and do this work. So ChatGPT has already done this work because anytime I give it assignment, it's always I always tell it to bring target audience. So automatically, it always bring out the target audience. Now, the target audience is remote workers, freelancer, student, and busy professional. Now, the big problem is they feel overwhelmed, distracted with TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. And after they finish doing all those back and forth with all those applications and dancing, they would feel unproductive. Now, what they have tried, see what they used to do list that doesn't work, like Boss Uzi here. I have different books for to-do list. Every day we plan our goals. Every day we plan this one. I just saw a new book right now that I'm a freelancer. Okay, did I just call myself that? I'm a remote worker. So every day we need to plan our day. So this is the book I used to use before. I used to use this book, Now, every day we need to plan our day. If you don't plan your day, you will not work. Nothing will work. So this application right now is telling us that this application is for remote workers, and freelancers, student, busy professional, XYZ. So we are even speaking to ourselves, and I'm sure that everybody here is almost a remote worker or a busy professional. So this is what we have tried. Yet to-do list that doesn't work. Mine work because carry it everywhere. If it doesn't work, I'll come to class by 8:30 and I'll be saying sorry. So it works. Now, complex apps they abandoned. What I have tried is what complex app. That year would even okay, if I go to my Google Docs right now, and if I go to my Google Docs or my Excel file and show you guys to-do lists, to-do lists. You understand? To-do list. You can see different to-do lists, blah 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 blah, everywhere. So one thing about freelancers, we do to-do lists a lot because you need what to be productive. So what we've tried is what to-do list, complex application we've abandoned. I have tried some XYZ apps. Now, watching productivity videos but not taking action. This is what they have tried. So we already know the word pain point. You already know what they have tried. Now, the pain point is I plan my day, but I never follow through. What is the problem? Too many tasks. I don't know where to start. I get distracted easily. I feel busy but not productive. Now, the desired outcome is they want what clarity on what to do, actually completing their tasks. That is the goal of every freelancer, to complete the tasks, filling in, control, blah blah blah. So the unique selling point is of this application right now is task flow helps you focus only on what matters today. No clusters, no overwhelm, just execution. Now we want to create prototype, the image prototype of this word products. Now you can see the task is the task of this job is not a buy job. This is not a buy job. This is what a people to sign up. So let me tell AI to this beautiful AI tool that I've been looking at me since, asking me when will I use it. Let me see whether we can change the theme to lights. Right, this beautiful AI tool. So I'll just post everything here. So I'm just going to kindly create an app prototype, an app image prototype for this product. So we are going to see the work of Gemini now. This one, it does well with image. So let's go back to ChatGPT so that we can write. Guys, are you tracking? Guys, are you tracking? If you're tracking, type tracking in the comment section. If you're tracking, type tracking in the comment section. Somebody said I should go deep in the comment section. Somebody said I should go deep. I'm going to go deep, but not today. All right. Now, this is what we need to do. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Hope he's not making noise again. This is what we need to do. Number one, what we need to write, the headline must be attention grabbing. You know, headline, sub-headline. See, ChatGPT has already given us everything. You understand? So let us just see what is missing. Problem. Now, we are just going to prompt it. Thank you. Kindly write this copy using the PAS copywriting framework. Now, another thing many of you don't know is that there are majorly two types of copywriting framework for writing sales copy. There's the PAS, problem, agitation, solution, and there's AIDA, attention, interest, desire, and call to action. So today we want to use the PAS because the PAS will speak well to this one. You know, PAS will, have you tried creating, PAS will just sound like, have you tried downloading different apps so that you can be productive? Have you done this? Have you done that? I used to be like that. I used to be very unproductive. You start agitating. You know, I even missed one of my job because I was late. You know, then the PAS will now present the solution. But when I discovered, what is the name of that app again? But when I discovered tax flow, my life changed. I started finishing my tax. I started, you know, this is what you're going to use as the final thing. I started finishing my tasks. I started feeling in control of my time. I had less stress. I actually was completed. So this is what you're going to use as the solution trigger so that people can take action. You can see how copywriting is sweet, and you can see how AI has demystified it. So one thing I'll tell you guys is when you've given a job in work or anything, you can bring it to AI, let it demystify it for you. So thank you. Kindly write this copy using PAS framework. Should I give it the list? No need to give it the list. We are going to correct when it brings out the first draft. So this is what I've already was sent. And you can see this is going to just start writing. You plan your day, but somehow nothing gets done. ChatGPT has started. Task flow helps you what cut through the noise. Focus on what. No, no, no. This is not a good copy. Do you know why it's not a good copy? It's not a good copy because it's introducing the products in the second line. You can see the flaws of what AI will replace copywriter. A lot when you bring this thing to people just this one he wants to sell something, they will run away. This kind of copy, you need to continue to what massage people. You understand? So one thing I'm going to write this copy by myself. So we're going to write it together. So right now, one of the ways we can write it is the headline book the headline we used yesterday. Now, a lot of people do not get the headline book. If you're getting the headline book, go and get it. This is what we are going to use those formulas. We are going to use those headline formulas to start to stop a headline right now. So now let's look at, now I plan, this is the pain points. I plan my day but never get through. So you can start your headline with a question headline. You can use the words. Now let's go over to the the formulas we used yesterday. We use, but ladies and gentlemen, I have a system whereby I'm creating a new system right now. So I have about 20, you understand? 20 new well put together headline, but we are just going to treat on 5 today. So let me show you guys. Let's go back to the headline thing we talked about yesterday. So we are going to know which one we are going to use. So we are going to use how-to formula. Should we use the how-to formula or we should use the words proven blueprint? Is looking small. Yeah, I understand. Okay, let me make it big. Let me make it a little bit big. Come on. 55. All right, we just manage this one. All right. So we are going to use what? Should we use the proven blueprint formula or we should use the how-to headline? Which one should we use? Which one should we use? Let's use any one. So we are going to what's the headline. We're going to go over to I feel busy but not productive. So you can start your headline with, or I plan how to plan your day and follow through. Remember I said for you to get a good headline, you must have eradicate you must either you need to highlight pain and take them to their desired results. You understand? So you can say you can highlight their pain by saying, how my day, you can say too many tasks, how to get things done, just all these things. That is, the headline is the most important part of any copy. It's a thinking system. So you can say, do you get distracted easily? I told you guys now when we open that book, when we open the headline book, and that is why I told you guys, see, it's not about just knowing copywriting. You need to know how to start. So let's go over towards the headline book. Where is the headline book? The 20 head. Because sometimes you don't even need all those how-to. All those things probably will not work because this is not a how-to system. So this is a secret. You can use a secret system, or do you good to get tasks done? XYZ. So we are going to use the do you copywriting word framework. XYZ done in less time without XYZ. Do you understand? So let us use the do you framework. So let's go meeting. I will just tell it your copy sounds like AI. without what? Human connection. Use this prototype. Use this prototype to produce something mighty. Meanwhile, guys, let me show you something. Meanwhile, you can see beautiful stuff we created. This is the prototype of our app. So this is what the prototype of our app. So you can see the prototype of our WhatsApp. So this is what the tax flow app. So this is a beautiful what tax flow is. It's just like an app. So this is what we want to get people to what register for. So I say, let me show you. We've already created that with Gemini already. So our work. So use this prototype to produce something great. So I start with the headline. The headline is something, do you struggle to complete tax on time? You can now say, yeah, is, you can now complete it and say, find out how remote workers and busy professionals get things done on time. Now, okay, we can even eradicate the words do you framework. We can even eradicate the words that first one. You can just start it with find out how remote workers and busy professionals get things done on time without feeling stressed. And now let's also play with the pain points that was already created. So let's go over to the pain point. Without feeling stressed and easily distracted. Very, very good. Without feeling stressed and what? Easily distracted. Now you can see we've already written the headline. This headline alone is great. Now the next thing we need to do is to start the hook. Remember what I told you guys hook about. Hook is just like, trying to make people continue reading. So let's see what ChatGPT did in the hook. Okay, ChatGPT said you wake up with plans. You even plan to write them down, but the day goes by. I think this one is good. So I think we are going to use this hook. Now we are just using it because of time's sake. You understand? You guys will see the finished work of this project right now. So we are going to use this one. We're going to use this one. So I'll copy it and paste. Now let's see the agitation. Remember what we are using a PAS framework. The agitation is, and it's frustrating because it's not like you are lazy. You've tried productivity app. I think the agitation is good. ChatGPT knows how to agitate. So we are going to add this agitation. Don't go and put the indicators of the agitation. No. So now, after we finish adding the agitation, we are going to paste it here. Then we're now going to add the word solution. That is exactly why what tax flow was created. You can see simple. So other things is okay. So since this app is a you can see that is why this was created, blah blah blah. Then the next thing is now while we are working, we can just tell this app this thing we can just tell this thing kindly create more images to use for my landing page. So I'm going to just prompt it. Kindly create more images for my landing page. Now let me go and check whether you guys can still hear me. You guys can still hear me and you guys are still following. Is the network okay and everything? Yes or no? All right. I think you guys can still hear me. So while this is still working, then we are just going to go back here. So the solution is, I think we've started. So that is why with tax flow, see only your most blah blah blah. I remember the words. I remember the word. The call to action is what you can see. The call to action is what start your free trial now. You can see. So after writing the body of the copy, which is what the solution, then you can now what add the word call to action. So this is just going to be a simple copy that doesn't have anything. So we just tell ChatGPT. So here is the final work. Kindly help tuning it up, remove buzzwords, and make it easy to read, yet very emotional and persuasive. So that is it. You can see this is it. So this is our refined version right now. So right now, ChatGPT is what giving us all these words. ChatGPT is what's giving us all these words, opening, closing and all. We are going to tell it to what remove all the whole indicators. The indicators are this thing called agitation, problem. When you're writing, a copy, you need to remove all what indicators. So we are going to prompt it. Thanks. Kindly remove all AI indicators, like it may not even understand what it is, like problem, agitation, etc. Just write the full copy. Just write the full copy and add bolds, italics, and relatable emoji. Then just put question mark, comma, minimal, then close it. Then just send it. So this is what it has what created our copy for us. Ladies and gentlemen, we almost don't even need to do so many things again. This is already done. So ladies and gentlemen, when you finish writing your copies and all, this is what you do. You copy everything. You can see AI is not just prompt copy and paste. You will miss it. Like this self, even there's a lot of things we did not even do, but because of our time, we have to what end. So now that we have our copy, we have everything we need right now. Maybe we can just clean all these things so that we can what paste our copy. So the first thing you need to do when you now paste your copy, you need to remove all these lines. All these lines are like, AI's indicator. So you need to what remove all this what line. So you just remove all this line. But I'm not going to what take so much time to removing the lines. I'm just going to show you what you need to do when you've finished your work. So you just highlight it, and if you're going to be delivering it in what Google Docs, make sure it is what in 1.5 so that it can have more spacing. You understand? So when you do that, you can start removing all these what indicators, all those lines. You can start removing all those what line. This is just this is what a copy looks like. And this one is a kind of copy. Now all these things here, you need to what add, you need to add bullets. There's something what called bullets. You need to what add them. You understand? You need to what add bullets. So let us add bullets. So bullets. The big work is when you're using with AI is editing, just making sure. So you can see I'm putting in the right bold and italics, because one of the things that can help you, copywriting is not just copy and paste, it is communication of words. You understand? So in your copy, it can just be like this. Maybe your headline can just be in the middle, you know, your headline can be in the middle. Where is the, can centralize it, and the rule of headline is what capitalize the first letter of each word. Do you understand? So when you capitalize the first letter of each word, I think you're good to go. So it probably may not just be all, all black. You can just add maybe a red here. You can just add a red. Find out how busy professional get things done. You can see, can also increase the font size so that it can be a little bit bolder. Now, this is just what a copy in its what raw form. So if you just want to make it more finer, when you're delivering your copy, you should have a lot of spacing. You understand? Without feeling stressed. You can see this is already what is part of the word copy. So you just need to what align it. Now the headline is done. That is the headline. This is what the hook. This is the hook. You understand? You need to know this is the hook. This is still the agitation. Only you know this, but your readers don't know this. Your readers are just reading and they should not know. You understand? They should not know. So this is where the product was introduced. You can see this is where the product was introduced. So you can, and the only way to communicate with your copy, especially when you have a blank copy like this, is just to use words, images. But when you're writing, it's the people that are, or the people that will buy the product, or the people that they're not going to see them in Google Docs. They'll probably see them in a landing page. So let me show you how a landing page looks like. So when people employ you to do their work or whatever, this is exactly what they just want you to do. Because they will write the headline one side, they'll write the subheading, they add pictures, they add all these things, all these buttons, all these things will just, all these subheading. Are you interested in turning your knowledge into, all these things are just their communications. You understand? All these bolding, yeah, their communications. You can see all these images, their communication. So your job most times is just to just write the full copy. Do you understand? Your job is to just write the full copy. When you submit the full copy, don't worry about any other thing. But in as much as you're writing the full copy, let it be very, very clear, so that the person that is turning it into a sales letter, the person that is coding it into a website will understand. So let's see what Gemini gave us so that we can add one or two images. So you can see. So he gave us some images. All these images are not good. Yeah, he's mixing a lot of things together. So if you want, you can just download this image and maybe add it in your copy. Just to add things to your copy. So I'm going to upload from my computer and just add it here. You can see. So you can see images give your copy meaning. Now you can see some people just this starts here. This starts your free this thing. You can even use a design. You can even design something and put this starts something here. So anyway, now is not the time to start doing a lot of designing. But I can show you some of my students' work, when they work on copies, very, very neat. So for now, we are going to be ending here because of time, almost 9 o'clock. But I hope you've gotten value so far, guys. I hope you've gotten value so far. If you've gotten value, type I have gotten value. Type value in the comment section. Type value in the comment section. So this is what we've just done so far with AI. And we found out that it is possible to just use AI. And you can see, you can use AI to work that can take you 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours to do. You can just do them in less than 30 minutes, 1 hour. You can see how we just did this one in less than 30 minutes. And guess what? How much are they going to pay you? Some people can pay you as much as or as low as 15, as low as maybe you can make like $20 or $200 at the end of every project. which is enough money for you to like get by as a Nigerian. If you can make that, if you can get like that 2 times every week, 200, 200, or even if you get them 2 times every month, $400, you can start life. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I'm just trying to tell you is that it is possible to what use copywriting to what print a lot of money. It's possible. All you just need to do is what get lock in. You need to lock in, understand how the winners are making money. The secret about the industry is that most times a lot of people are so interested in the writing. A lot of people are so fascinated by their prowess in writing. I can write headlines. You're so fascinated by your intelligence, but your intelligence will not put money on in your pockets. What is going to put money in your pocket is understanding the business of copywriting. The business of copywriting is more important than copywriting itself. Do you understand? So the business of copywriting, if you really want to learn the business of copywriting, it's almost, you can't understand the business of copywriting in a system like this. This is an open house where we teach. My job is just interested in teaching you. I'm just interested in what giving you value and all. But the business, the real business, whereby for you to make the real money, you need to what productize your services. You need to what take it to the world. You need to learn the system of how to what take your skills to the world. And that is why I'm offering you guys my mentorship program. This is a free class, but I'm going to be leaving you guys at a disservice if I don't offer you my mentorship program. Now, give me some minutes. Let me just talk about it. Now, the program is aimed to just help you become a 7-figure copywriter in 30 days or less. And you probably don't even need your laptop. You just need your smartphone to achieve this. Even if you're a total beginner, which many of you are. Like I told you, I used to be very broke. I worked in Yaba markets. I've done a lot of jobs and I've been able to transform from just a broke guy to a business owner that I've done a lot of job. Moved into my new house, moved into my apartments. It was like a testimony when I moved in because I knew what I suffered when I stayed, in my parents' house. We had no light for many years. We had no light for what many, 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 many years. We had no light for what many years in my parents' house. So I used to there was no electricity. So I knew I knew the blessing of going, changing environments. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been able to what? Sorry about that. I don't know. This person that is calling, this person should know that. Uh-huh. All right, guys. So this program, this is just it's called what dominates with what copywriting. So if you're interested in what my mentorship program is called Dominate with Copywriting, and if you're not making money with copywriting, all you just need to do is to lock in. You need to lock in, get a mentor, and in this Dominate with Copywriting, all you get is a self-paced 30 days learning system. You're also going to be getting some live session, access to community, access to community. I was thinking whether the person that is calling is on this live. Maybe you're not seeing something. If you want to get what access to community, access to templates and swipe file, like all those things have been given, all those by books, access to 30 days teaching, and I'll be your facilitator. So when you write copies, I'll be there to always review it for you. And or if you get a job, the community is going to help you. I'm going to help you. There's nothing more sweeter than having a community. A community is where you win. So if you're interested in this program, the program is it's 25,000 naira, but if you're interested, you can take it for you can get on board for still the early bird discount of 4,997. Now, this price, even for the early bird, is going to increase to 10,000 very soon. In the next few days, this flyer is going to be out of this website and the price is going to be updated because price is supposed to go over to 10,000. Why the main price is going to remain at 45,000. Now, I used to teach a program before called the CSM Bootcamp and reduce my prices so that a lot of people that say they don't have money can actually afford the value. So this is what I have distilled this value for you inside this program, and I've made it affordable for what 4,997. So if you're interested, you click this button. Here is a payment system. I'm going to put it in the comment section. You can pay to the Moniepoint or GT Bank, preferably. You're going to see Boss Uzi Consult, or you're going to see Uzoma or Oranebo. So if you're interested, you can lock in your spots. You know, you can lock in your spot. I just posted it in the comment section right now. So it's part of the pinned post. So if you're interested, you can lock in your spots. Now, what are you going to be getting? Many people will be asking me, but Susie, what am I going to be getting from this program? Now, the first thing you're going to be getting is, number one, you're going to be getting the A to Z of copywriting. This is the beginner guide that takes you from just knowing nothing about copywriting to becoming a pro in 30 days or less. You're also going to be learning the unique attraction system to capture readers into buyers on steroid. I'm also going to be teaching you the magnetic hook framework that shows you exactly how to keep potential clients reading your copies. You're also going to be learning the secret to emotional storytelling that makes your audience soak. You're going to learn audience research, how to show. I'm going to show you how to find the right people that, not just all these Nigerian clients that will stress you out. I'm also going to show you the 7-figure freelancing guide that shows you exactly how to become a profitable freelancer in 30 days or less. You're going to learn how to build your portfolio for profits. You're going to learn how to make it irresistible so that even if the foreign clients are looking at you, they will employ you because of how. I'm going to teach you the freelancing profile optimization walkthrough. You're going to see how to optimize your profile. And so for people that want to major in email copywriting, you're going to be learning the email marketing secrets. It's an A to Z guide that shows you exactly how to craft compelling emails. You're also going to be learning the sales copy secrets, how to write sales copies and landing pages that convert. This is an extensive guide in this program. Then for what we just did today, I'm going to be elaborating more on AI. I'll show you how to use AI copywriting assistants so that it can guide you to write top-notch copies in minutes without cracking your head. You're also going to be learning how to get clients offline without relying on Upwork or Fiverr. I'm also going to be teaching you how to create content online so that you can be visible, impactful, grow your influence, and make so much money with that. So if you're interested, once again, is 4,997 if you're going to be paying today. If you're interested in copywriting, you need my mentorship. Lock in right now. I am shouting it right now because when the price goes up, you may just say, why didn't I take action right now? I'm just going to be taking a few people. All the entry for this particular course, this particular program is going to be closing very, very soon. So if you're very, very wise and you're just seeing it for the first time, lock in immediately. So you can also check the video description right now to check all the details of this program. So if you're interested, I'm going to be your host, and it will be a pleasure to have you on board. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, guys, for listening to this beautiful, class I just put together for you. Like I said, the reason and my burning desire, the reason why I come up live every day is not just because I want to come, it's because I feel like if I can pass out that thing that gave me success to another person, I have done my own quota of humanity. Now, this my friend, I don't want to talk about debts right now, but this my friend who owns this book. Her name was Eloho. She was a coach. I am a fearless builder. Eloho, she was a founder. She will always do the internet thing, and she was interested in capacity building. But today, she's late. Thought leader like us. She made a lot of money, but she's late today. So I believe that everybody has time, and this is my time to give the value. So grab it as you can. Tomorrow may be too late. Grab it as you can. Nobody is dying, but when you see an opportunity that can change your life, that you can afford, then you need to pay the price. That is the only way to move to the top. With that being said, thank you so much, guys, for being so diligent, listening to me. It's going to be another time tomorrow. Yes, there's an assignment I'm going to be dropping in your respective group. If you're just watching for the first time, you can join the group, the recent group, the 13th April recent group. You can click the link on the group in the video description so that you can join the group. And when you join the group, you'll be able to see the assignment and you'll be able to participate. You submit your assignment in by tomorrow. You're going to be submitting your assignment tomorrow. If you don't submit your assignment tomorrow, by the time I open the group by 7 p.m. or by 6 to 8, I am not going to be reviewing that assignment again. So this is just a warning for everybody that is on call. You understand? So I'm going to be reviewing your copy extensively. There was something I did not teach you today, but I'm going to teach that thing tomorrow. So with that being said, tomorrow we're going to be learning portfolio building. Alongside, I'm going to teach you that thing I did not teach you. So good night and God bless you. I wish you a good night's sleep. So somebody asked a question: is the early bird price valid till tomorrow? Yeah, it's valid. But the number to send, okay, the number to send the proof of payment is my number. So the number to send the proof of payment is the number in the comment section. Now, all details is in the word group, is in the video description. This video description, you can find all details there. But you can see the number to send your proof of payment. Once you make your payment, just send it to my WhatsApp. Immediately, I am going to be onboarding you. Immediately. No wasting time. Good night and God bless you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. See you in the group where I'll drop the assignment right now.